All right. What's up to everyone watching this on the replay? Hopefully I made this live. Public, and not listed. You guys thought I was going to come in the door, didn't you? I wanted to, but I couldn't hit record and got out of the door. Well, maybe I could. I bet there is a way to do that. But while we're waiting on a few people to join me, boy oh boy, do I have a big week ahead of me. Monumentous. What an opportunity. It's really going to make me or break me. What's up, Elvis? How are you, buddy? It's a beautiful Saturday in South Carolina. Hopefully in other parts of the country, it's not beautiful later today because next week is preparing me to be deployed. Storms. Inspecting roofs, doing adjuster jobs at somewhere I'm licensed for. Because if I don't, I'm going to be stuck out on the road and my camper broke. Probably going live, putting on a charity-a-thon, a call-a-thon or whatever to get gas money to get back to South Carolina. But I really don't think that's going to be the case. We got any comments? Before, I got a list of a few things I want to touch on, but no, I do not believe there are any comments. Is my audio okay? Everybody can hear me just fine? We're using the internal mic of the iPad Pro. But I'm in the camper and I'm getting it ready to ride. One thing I did is took all my books off the bookcase because they fall everywhere. And they are back here with Myrtle the turtle. He's guarding the books. The bag of dog food will definitely need to be secure before we roll. And we got golf clubs and guitar up there. And all this, it's not ready yet. And I still got to do give a little more attention to my clothes and washing my bed sheets now. And as we go outside, my tables and everything are already packed up, but the bike's going with me, and so is this chair. And this guy, he's going. Hey, listen, y'all want to see Beamer catch a ball? Here you go, Beamer. Well, he didn't catch that one. But before the day's over with, this will be all hooked up. I'm going to give the Chevy a little washing. I probably ought to wash this side of the camper. Now, there's not cows out there now because they're letting that part of the field grow. But as it gets hot, there's not flies out here yet. But as it gets hot, flies like just come out of the woodworks. And they're all over the place. And I have killed probably at least 100 of them with a fly swatter. So I got fly guts on the side of the camper. You want to come inside, Beamer? Isn't he growing, guys? That's Beamer. I don't know if some of you are meeting him for the first time, but I got him back in December. But yes, somewhere probably around 3 a.m., 3:30 is what I'm shooting for. I'm going to head out with the destination of Sunshine, Florida. That's right. I'm going to be spending 5 days, and I'm taking the camper. I'm going to be, because I looked at the price of hotels and things like this, and I'm going the camper route, and I'm excited. But I'm attending a 5-day training that an adjusting firm is putting on that's catastrophic field property training. Yeah. And they're covering a lot of areas, and none of this is going to be brand new to it. All of this will be a refresher on the information I've actually already acquired, but it's time to apply this knowledge instead of just having it. Like one is relationship building and a service first mentality. But also what's definitely good for my adjusting career is I will get the prep to get Xactimate Level 2 certification, which I will do that in the camper at the campsite probably Friday or Saturday of next week. But that's not all, because here's what absolutely has to happen. I have to be deployed, working, and yes, making money in May. But like June will be too, it's going to get all messed up if it takes till June to do that. In May. And I've got a plan on how to do it. Now, hopefully, well, I guess it really don't matter, but ideally, the company that's putting on the training, that I've been to one of their trainings before, and my first auto deployment was actually through them. If this next one is, but I can't count on that if they say, we don't have a deployment to send you on. So next week, probably starting Tuesday, at least by Wednesday, is we're going to get an hour lunch break, and I'm going to use that time to come back to the camper, because I've got to let Beamer out, because I'm going to try anyway, leaving him in the camper instead of the truck while I'm in training. When I'm working, he'll be with me. But to come back to let him out and walk him and make my lunch. But I figured that would be a great opportunity to make, because it's probably a 7-8 minute drive to the campgrounds to where the training's at. That'll give me just enough time to call an adjusting firm, be quick, concise, to the point. You know, a lot of them already on the rosters and everything, so it's not establishing, well, it's adding to the relationship. And then on the way back, make another one. So that'll be 2. So say if I don't start till Wednesday, or if I skip Friday or whatever, at least call 6 during that time, get the Xactimate. And then if something hadn't came together by the beginning of the next week, well, I'll readjust and make a plan. I don't know if that sounded exciting to you guys. Okay, I think I've covered everything that's on my card. So, do we have any comments? We do have a few comments. Elvis was first, followed by Jerry Christensen. Hey, what's up, Jim Dunn? And Derek Bowie. Where are you at in the world today, Derek Bowie? Oh, wait a minute. You're a local guy now. I know where you're at. You're probably in Abbeville County. At best, Greenwood, or maybe at the lake. Man, I wish I would have went to the lake before I left. But here's the whole plan. I am so going all in and proceeding with faith down to Florida. Because when the training's over, I'm not coming back. And that means, Derek Bowie, I will not be seeing you at the Spring Festival that Abbeville will be having next weekend. And that is disappointing. I was kind of looking forward to it. Not a lot of exciting things happen in Abbeville County, but the Spring Festival is, I don't know. I have some fond memories of the Spring Festival when I was in childhood. I spent some time around the square this week. The first 2 days of this week, Monday and Tuesday, were, man, they were huge for me. They were like a kick in the butt that got me out of the camper and, I don't know, starting a process. What I did, I spent the morning, Monday and Tuesday, out on a roofing job site. First was a little house. It was just an old roof. The second was a big, nice house in Gatewood that a tree had damaged just part of the roof, but they were replacing the whole. And a friend of mine that runs the roofing crew, man, he took me to school. And none of it was foreign. As far as the different parts of the roof and the process of it, none of it was completely foreign, but it really helped cement the process in my mind and how I'm going to fit into the full equation. So it was real good. It was real good. And since I was already out, I started doing what I call prospecting, which normal people don't do this. And I've got this video series I've been planning for well over a year. I already have the thumbnail made and everything. That's me covering like my work history over the course of my life, which when I finish that, you guys will agree it's rather unique. Like, yours is different. And do I really want to go into all that? I got some things. I don't. But, dadgummit, I lost my train of thought. Jim Dunn, how's life? I'm going back on the road tomorrow. Are you really, Derek Bowie? Still with Abilene, just more money. Yeah, that's the thing about over the road. It's real freaking hard to get away from it. I mean, you can go local and have more time at home, but I found, and maybe Derek Bowie found as well, that the local driving was unsatisfying for one or more reasons. Like the paycheck. That was one reason that it found me. But I don't know. There's a whole like drive to work and from work and having to get ready for work and all that eats into, you know, your time as a local driver that you're not getting paid for, but you gotta do. It's a requirement. I always, OTR I could get into and it was all in. And the rest of the world just got put on pause. You can't depend on me because I won't be there. But if money is what you needed from me, I'll be okay on Friday, And it was a lot easier to save money at OTR because you didn't really have to spend as much because, I don't know, you were hustling all day. And your 10-hour break, you wanted to sleep some, take a shower, and they were free. So, you didn't have to spend a lot of money. So it was, and I don't use the word easy a lot, but it was the most conducive environment that I've ever been in for saving money, OTR truck driving, because you can really cut your expenses. That is as a company driver. Now, as an owner-operator, that probably ain't the case because you're constantly having to fix your truck or service your truck or spend a whole bunch of money on your freaking truck because you need your truck to make the bucks. But I can't speak from experience on that. As I started learning from other people's experience, I determined I don't want to do that. I make $1,800 a week, work Monday through Friday, home every night, weekends off, local driver. Well, right on. What else we got? Jim got out of trucking just as it was paying more than it ever has to essentially be a vagabond. I hope this midnight life crisis works out, man. Oh, you're saying Jim got out of truck? I did. Heck, I made with NFI $86,000 before November was over with. It was. I'd be even making more now. And, the more I make, the more child support would want to expect for, the next year. So, I don't know, having a big YTD kind of lost a little of its sizzle for me because it just dug my ass a hole. But everybody's situation is different. But as far as what's coming, I don't know. I probably won't have as many people to relate with on this going through the same thing. But I bet there are a lot of adjusters out there. And, here's something you're going to be, I don't know if you're going to be glad, but hey, here's some news for making it 14 minutes into the video. I'm doing a rebrand, obviously. And I'm still, do I just want to, change the name of this channel? And then, all the Truckerjim videos will be on the channel Adjusting with Kichi? That might be kind of weird. Or just start a brand new channel with zero. And that might be the thing to do. And then the Truckerjim channel will just kind of die with the occasional live video this is now, which will probably be kind of unplanned. And I can build up some content on the adjusting side. Have about 10 videos already made before I launch it. Especially if I'm starting, I say zero, but my second channel has I don't know, a few subscribers on there some kind of way. It was a hidden video that we won't get all into that. It's gone now. I'm kind of leaning in that direction. But the first little bit of recording will, I guess it's getting ready to start, because that's it. I need to get a shot of the camper, the truck pulling the camper out of the yard here. I mean, I need to get that, because that's kind of monumentous. 3 years from now, looking back on, there was before today, and then there was after today, because it's going to change my timeline, the direction I'm on. It really is. And it could potentially go bad. But I am proceeding with faith and expectance. We got a new comment from the Smooth Operator. Is James Best in here? He is. Stick with this channel. Just make a playlist with the trucking or hide trucking. I kind of thought about that too. Maybe put a playlist of... Guys, I am definitely not saying nobody, anybody, including myself, needs to watch every single video, every minute that's on this channel. They don't. But there's probably, I probably made at least 10 good ones out of the 500 and something videos that's out there. That, I tell you, one that's doing real good now, I think it's around 20,000 views, is 20 plus trucker must-haves for the OTR trucker. And that one's not that old. It's maybe only about a year old. You've probably seen it if you're watching this now. Elvis says keep the Truckerjim channel going. Here's the thing, though. With what I'm seeing going forward, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be using Truckerjim as like the name of it. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments below if you're watching this on the replay. And absolutely if you're watching this live now, the 13 of you, what sounds like a better thing? Letting the Truckerjim channel remain what it has been and just die all crusty because it has no activity, and then start something at zero and hope for the, and go all into the planning and actually like do more of a launch. But also, here's the thing. How much time am I going to have to the video side of things with this other? I don't really know yet. I tell you, doing that auto adjusting that I was doing, I ain't going to say I'm never going to do it again, but I don't want to do it for a long time, because it's like a job, that you're waiting. What time is lunch break coming? What time is quitting time? I found, doing that, because I just had to sit here and, I don't know, be a glorified customer service rep. I didn't like it. Where field work, you got the drive there. You totally set up your schedule and your time, and you don't feel like thumbs are on you and people are surveying your chat and your phone calls and everything. Like they absolutely totally are in that other, this call may be recorded for training purposes. It is. It goes to like a hard drive somewhere and can be absolutely accessed if so desired. And, I guess that's the way of the world right now, but I don't know, it kind of makes my goober go limp, I don't know. I don't like that type of stuff. Just like front-facing cameras watching truck drivers drive. Some of you just comply because, your bills are so high, you got to do it. So you convince yourself that it's okay and you're not doing anything wrong in your privacy, For insurance purposes, you're willing to take one for the team. And I get it. I did too. I had one looking at me all the time when I was with NFI. And on stuff like that, like if it was ever used for like to point out, something, man, you did really good on that. We noticed that, and like, you're doing a great job. That don't happen because you're supposed to do a great job. Don't expect no pats on the back as a professional, But if you do anything, wrong, well, that's what it's used for, and you won't hear the end of it. And you'll have to have evaluations and take a class or something. But that's corporate America, people, or the corporate world. Hey, Jim, interesting watching your channel. Well, thank you, Danger Hellbender. I tell you, it is, I don't know if there's a bit of theme to my channel or not. It's been kind of all over the map. But most of you guys probably hadn't seen my little rock videos that, I don't know, there's like 7 or 8 of them that's been on the channel recently. That was my son's band. Which, man, they played last night. It was a little over 2 hours away in Clayton, Georgia. This spot they've played several times. And I was considering going. Actually, I told Chase, I thought he was coming by here and he's going to hop in mine because he had to come back. He's on the way to the beach now. But anyway, it didn't happen. So, I don't know when I'll see Chase again. It's not going to be today. And I am headed to Florida early in the morning with no plans of coming back. I'll be coming back when I've got some adjusting under my belt. But speaking about under my belt, I have to... That sounded kind of weird, didn't it? What's under your belt? But everyone, rock on. Have a great weekend. I was just kind of throwing this out there. I don't know exactly when I'll have an edited video up, but I expect... probably within the next week, I'll put a little something together, kind of documenting my haul. It's almost 600 miles. I'm going to almost Miami. It's Sunshine, Florida. It's a long ways. It's going to take $200 in gas to get there. But we got a campsite we're going to be set up at. It's going to be awesome. I know I'm going to like staying at a campsite in my camper that I didn't have to pack a suitcase for. I just hooked it up, got it ready for the road, and rode versus a hotel. When I stayed in Orlando, I didn't like being in my hotel room. Like, it wasn't cool. It was the cheapest one. It was only like $50 a night. But the campsite's less than that. This will only be my second time taking my camper to a campsite since I bought it in like late November of last year. I went and visited the kids, was set up in kind of near Jacksonville, North Carolina. I put a couple of videos up there. Caught a fish, hung out with the kids 4 days out of the like 10 or so I was there. But ever since then, I've been parked on my family land. Because why not? And it's been a great experience here too. Got to spend some good time with my mom. Got to spend some good time with Chase. This will be the first Saturday in a month we hadn't met up and went and had Mexican for lunch. But it's time to get back to work because there is a court order that is like a dark cloud following me around. My paycheck I just got, they took $487 out of it for child support. Because as soon as I left trucking, paying it was not my priority. And they don't like that. They don't understand all the whys behind it. But I had to do what I had to do to get to the point that I am right now, which is hooking up, going to Florida, getting a boot camp on what I need to know is adjusting, getting fine-tuned to get my Xactimate Level 2 certification, which that's a pretty big fucking deal. And then I'm going to find a deployment. Somebody that need, that, I don't know. The good thing, this guy probably isn't watching this, but Jeffrey Conrad, don't even know how big of a help he's going to be to my career. Don't even know. Like, he knows he helps people with their career, but I don't think he knows how much he's going to end up helping mine. But until next time, everyone, be safe out there. Keep on trucking. I'm looking for my stop button on here so I can end this. Where is the stop button? I don't see it. Okay. Live. All right, I guess I'm going to hit this X and see what happens. It's going good, Boot Hill Brian. I was getting ready to hit the X button and end this. Are you just now getting here? Okay. Just give a quick recap for those that are getting here. I left Truckin like months ago, 5 months ago. And I'm getting ready to show everybody why. Loading up the camper, getting a week of fine-tuned training that is going to be necessary, and then I'm going to become an independent adjuster. And I'm going to be up on roofs, assessing hail damage, strong wind damage, and things like that, I guess. I don't know. It's new. I think I know what's coming, but I probably only have a small idea. But have a great weekend. For everybody at the Spring Festival, sorry I'm not going to see you there. Now it's over.